Hey everyone, and welcome back. As we all know, it is quickly approaching November, and for a select few of you, you will be participating in NaNoWriMo, however you want to pronounce it. About last week, I saw Kristina Horner's video where she created the NaNoWriMo tag, and actually she is probably the person who got me started doing NaNoWriMo. Like, I think it was 2011. When I first saw like her little NaNoWriMo song video, and I loved like all caps and all of that jazz, so she's the one that really got me started on it, so I thought it would only be appropriate to do her NaNoWriMo tag. I have all of her info down below. She's an awesome person to watch. She's been doing YouTube forever and I love all of her content. So the first question is, how many times have you done NaNoWriMo? And done is the operative word in this sentence because I've only won it 2 years, but I've like entered it since 2011. So I've had 5 novels go through it, but I've only actually completed the challenges like the past 2 years, and I will complete them again this year because I'm very determined. Question 2 is, how did you first find out about NaNoWriMo? And like I said earlier, Kristina Horner's video about it originally got me interested, and I have her to thank for that. Question 3 is, what is the name of the first novel that you attempted for NaNoWriMo? And that was called Melrose, and I don't want to tell too much about it because I think I might, not this NaNoWriMo, but I think I might in the future rework it because I really like the concept a lot, but there needs to definitely be some like big changes. Question 4 is like, give us a 1-sentence summary of what you're writing this year. And this year I'm working on a novel about sisters, which I haven't ever attempted before, which is really rare because like I'm really close to my sister. But so it's based off of one sister named Ashley who is going to college, and the other sister Savannah who is still in high school and is living at home. That's not one sentence, but it's about self-acceptance in many aspects in life and just sort of growing up. Question 5 is, what is the best writing advice that you've ever been given? And I think that for me is just put it down on paper. I don't remember who gave me this advice, probably a lot of people in my life, but you can have a story like in your head, but if you never actually like write it down and just get it out, even if it's a really crappy first draft, you can always go back and edit it and refine it. But if you never get it down on paper, then it's never going to like become a thing. So yeah, that was my best advice, and that's why NaNoWriMo is awesome, because it forces you to really get those words out, and then you can go back and refine it throughout the year as you want to. Question 6 is, did you ever take a year off of Nano? And I mean, take a year off. Like some of them I really didn't write that much, so it's sort of a year off. But I like enter a novel every year. I have it up on my little author page. You can go look at it if we become buddies. I have the link down below to my NaNoWriMo page. Question 7 is, what is your biggest inspiration when you're figuring out what you want to write? I don't really know. I think throughout the year I sort of have these little ideas that come into my head, and I'll write like a couple pages of a book and then sort of get sidetracked. But then like in November, I know that I'm gonna have to sit down and really get those words on the page. So I don't know where the inspiration comes from. It just sort of like the ideas just sort of pop into my head, either when it's usually like when I'm trying to fall asleep or when I'm in the shower. I don't know why, but those are the places where my mind sort of just wanders and does its own thing. All right, and then question 9 is, read us the first sentence from one of your novels. And since I've been talking about Melrose a lot, I guess I'm just going to read that first sentence. And okay, here goes. It's one of the sisters at a young age, at like age 7, and it's in a little like foreword. And it says, "Tell me again what it was like, Mama," said Melissa, intricately braiding her doll's yarn hair. That's it. Does that pique your interest? Oops, that wasn't the last one. There's another question. Question 9 is, why do you love writing? And I sort of agree with Kristina's like answer to this question in that I just always have, and I don't really know why I always feel like I need to write, but I feel like since I was really little, I've always had ideas for stories in my head and I've always written them out. It's just something that I've always loved to do, like creating new worlds and creating new people. I don't know why, it's just something that I've always done and always really enjoyed, so that's why I love it. It's like breathing. I kind of have to do it every once in a while to feel normal again, to feel human again, so yeah, that's why I like it. So that is it for this tag. If you're doing NaNoWriMo, please let me know and we can be buddies. I have my link down below, like I said before, and if you are considering it but haven't like made the decision to do it, I think it's even just like a really fun challenge. Even if you don't think of yourself as a writer, it's really impressive to be able to say, yeah, I wrote 50,000 words in a month. So if you're on the fence about it, I say do it. It's a fun adventure and you meet a lot of really neat people on the website and on Twitter through it. Thank you guys for stopping by my little book nook of the internet, and I will see you next time. Bye.